Beta, did you understand the difference between septate and aseptate? Yes, Vache, did you understand the difference? Aseptate and septate. See, we are talking about which kingdom? Mycota. We talked about aseptate and septate hyphae. The one which have walls between the cell. What are they called?
Aseptate.
Yes, septate hyphae. Pores called?
Septate pores.
Septal pores. Very good. Okay. Now we move on to fungal tissues. I'll explain this box to you later. It's something additional for you. Now let's move on to fungal tissues. In fungus tissues, tissue is formed by interweaving of fungal hyphae. Now everybody knows what is hyphae. So interweaving of fungal hyphae, what is formed is a fungal tissue. This is known as what is this tissue called as? Lectin chyma. Means बहुत सारे hyphae आपस में interweave हो गए and you get a tissue. Such kind of a tissue is known as plectin chyma. This plectin chyma is again divided into two types, prosenchyma and pseudoparenchyma. Okay, it is divided into two kinds. What are the two kinds? Prosenchyma and pseudoparenchyma. Let me ask you once again. We just talked about कि fungus में tissue कैसे बनता?
Fungal hyphae.
Very good. Fungal hyphae. The hyphae of the fungus, they interweave with each other, and this is how tissue is made. A tissue is made in a fungus. See, we all know कि tissues कैसे बनते हैं. Tissue is formed by the combination of cells. Here, the cells are inside the hyphae. So there is an interweaving of the hyphae, and this is how a fungal tissue is formed. This is known as, I just explained it to you. Tell me the word again. What is this tissue called? Plectinchyma is again of two types, prosenchyma and pseudoparenchyma. Let's talk about prosenchyma. This is formed of distinct hyphae running together in parallel. Please see this. Can you see this figure, all of you? This one.
Yes.
What are these? These are distinct hyphae. बिल्कुल अलग अलग दिख रहे हैं, एक दूसरे में mix up नहीं हो गए हैं. These are distinct hyphae and they're running parallel. Okay? Such kind of arrangement is known as prosenchyma. Yes,
Prosenchyma tissue.
prosenchyma. And if you see over here, this is close packing and fusion of hyphae. Hyphae are not distinct. They've all fused with each other. आपको अलग अलग नहीं दिख रहे हैं बेटा. They are all fused with each other. Such kind of tissue is known as
Pseudoparenchyma.
pseudoparenchyma. Let me do it again with you. We already know कि tissues कब बनते हैं? By the fusion of cells. Here we had cells inside the hyphae. So interweaving of hyphae will take place. So fungal tissues are formed by interweaving of hyphae. And what is this known as? What is this tissue called as?
Plectinchyma.
Yes, plectinchyma. Everybody, what are fungal tissues known as? Plectinchyma. If the plectinchyma has the hyphae which are distinct and parallel to each other, then such kind of a plectinchyma is called?
Prosenchyma.
Tell me, what is it called?
Prosenchyma.
Prosenchyma. And if all the hyphae are fused like this, you cannot see them separately, the hyphae. What is this kind of a parenchyma called? Very good. So we have talked about tissues, we have talked about fungal tissues. Now let's talk about the fungal cells. The cells of the fungus, they are eukaryotic cell. Cell wall is present on the outside and it is made up of chitin and polysaccharides. Name the two substances which make the cell wall of fungal cells.
Chitin and polysaccharides.
Yes, I know it is boring, beta. That is why I left these chapters in the beginning for you people, because this is all rote learning. If it is made up of chitin and polysaccharide, I have to tell you this only. I cannot add on anything extra to this. They possess all the eukaryotic cell organelles except plastids. Okay, which is the organelle which is never present in fungal cells?
Plastid.
Good. Plastids. The plasmalemma bears coiled membranous outgrowths which are called as lomasomes. They lie below the cell wall. So just below the cell wall, you will have lomasomes. What are these lomasomes? They're coiled membranous outgrowths. Coiled, you know only the shape you know. If the membrane gets itself coiled and you can see it as an outgrowth, then what is it called? Tell me.
chromosomes.
Lo- Lomasomes. Near the hyphal tip, the cytoplasm contains small vesicles which are known as cytosomes. At the tip of the hyphae, okay, we are talking about the tip of the hyphae, small vesicles are present. What are these vesicles called as?
Cytosomes.
Cytosomes. These cytosomes contain cell wall material, food reserve in the form of glycogen and oil. So whenever cell division will take place, this nuclear envelope may not dissolve as in plant and animal cells. So there are three main things in this. First is the cell wall of fungus. It is made up of two things. What are they?
Chitin and polysaccharides.
Chitin and polysaccharides. Only one child is answering. Okay. Plasmalemma bears coiled membranous outgrowths, which are called
Lomasomes.
good lomasomes.
Chromosomes.
Near the tip of the hyphae, we have small vesicles. What are these small vesicles near the tip of the hyphae called?
Cytosomes.
Cytosomes.
Okay. Tell me the difference between prosenchyma and pseudoparenchyma. Let me see how much you remember what we've done.
In
Hmm.
pseudoparenchyma, the cells are fused together and
Yes.
cannot be distinguished. And in
Good. Yes. Good. You
another one,
remember that.
they are distinct.
Yes. When we talk about nutrition, we know that mainly they are saprophytes. According to the mode of nutrition, we have them of two types, parasites or saprotrophic. Parasites, they live in close association with living organisms. And saprotrophs, they obtain their food from dead and decaying organisms. However, we have another mode of nutrition that is symbiotic association with algae to form lichens. So when we talk about nutrition, we can discuss about three things. They could be parasites, they could be saprotrophs, or they could also be symbiotic relationship between them. We can give the example of this also. Roots of higher plants. And then what is this association? What is it form? Which symbiotic form is it? What do you call it as?
Mycorrhiza.
Mycorrhiza. You remember mycorrhiza? Yes or no? Fungus in higher plants. Beta, whenever there is a symbiotic relationship of fungus with higher plants, we said that this is mycorrhiza kind of an association. Right? We had lichens, we have mycorrhiza also. Okay. Then we have about, we've got reproduction in fungus. We've just done nutrition. Can you tell me the three modes of nutrition in fungus very quickly? Then reproduction I'll take up tomorrow. No issues. Reproduction and classification we can do tomorrow. What are the three modes of nutrition? Parasites, saprotrophs, and
Symbiotic association with
Symbiosis.
association. Okay. The fungal cell wall is made up of
chitin and polysaccharides.
Chitin and polysaccharide.
good. Coiled membranous outgrowths found in the fungal cell are known as
Lomasomes.
Chromosomes.
very good. These are some new words for you, so you'll have to really give time for this. Okay. At the tip of the hyphae, there are small vesicles present in the cytoplasm. What are they called?
Cytosomas. Cytosomes.
So basically, beta,
Cytosomes.
yes, today you do about fungal tissues, fungal cells, structure of fungus, type of protozoans. We'll continue on Monday. Okay, that's it. Then you can take a break now, bache. God bless you all.
Ma'am, do we have a PTM?
Beta, we have a PTM on 21st.
Okay, ma'am.
For class 11th, it is 21st. Tomorrow, it is class 12th. Monday, it is class 10th. For you people, it is on 21st. Maybe sub prepones, then I cannot say, but normally it's going to be an offline PTM this time. And it's on 21st. Parents will be coming to school.